So, hi everyone. We are here today to talk about a couple of things, really. We're talking about light language, we're talking about what it is, why it's so powerful, and we're going to talk about light language activations. And we'll see if Dawn and I can channel some light language as well in this on this session too, on this call. So, where do we start, Dawn? I suppose, should we just set the scene of like what's happened in the past couple of weeks?
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
So, Dawn came up to my house in Yorkshire the other weekend with Serena and Kate. So we just all got together, which was amazing. And we just had the most fantastic time. And I think it was on Sunday night. And we just thought, let's meditate. We set some candles, we had meditation music out, and we just set some intentions to see what came through, any activations, any downloads, anything that we needed to come through in that during that time. And Kate was there, weren't she, filming as well.
The
And
orbs, the orbs
I
that
know.
blew my mind absolutely because I felt something around my face, didn't I? And
Mm,
when we watched the video back, you could see them all around my face, all around Laura, just going backwards and forwards, and it was just so bright, weren't they? It looked like a chain of lights, like
yeah,
fairy lights. It was just
and it was almost as if it was orchestrated because Kate was filming it. And when we looked back, it wasn't even like they were orbs. They were literal light being faces. When
yes,
you zoomed in, it was just crazy.
unbelievable, unbelievable, and it was all around us. And I think we
Yeah.
sensed it, but you just don't know what's around you, the magic that's around you that's not visible to the naked eye. Well, that just opened my mind even more. It really,
Yeah.
really did. It did, and I felt amazing to know that we've got this all around us. Yeah.
It was. It's just amazing. So we were laid there. So picture this: my lounge. There's three of us laid there under blankets. And then I just felt like I needed to speak light language because this has been activated in me a while ago. I've not really spoken it in front of people, so I was still quite nervous. But I just felt like because I've been told activating light language is one of the things that I'm here to do, activating people's soul gifts. So I thought, let's give it a go. So I just let it channel and I let it come. And I think Serena felt it in a throat and it was coming out a little bit. I don't
Yeah.
think you felt it on the night, but then what happened to you, Dawn?
So I got back home and I did a meditation the next day, and I just felt this energy because I imagined it to be in your throat because obviously you're vocalizing, aren't you? But I just felt this energy in my stomach, and I thought this is really like overpowering, and it came all the way up, and then it just came out, absolutely came out. And I'm not going to lie, I was a bit disappointed because I've heard such beautiful, angelic, and soft and delicate light language. Mine, it sounded like an angry alien, and I'm like, what on earth am I saying? I sounded so angry. But then when I tuned into it more, I realised it was just passion, speaking with passion. And the key message that I felt into was, it's within and it's all around you. It's within and it's all around you. And it was with passion just coming through. I felt lightheaded afterwards, and I'd had this like brick in my stomach, this anxiety that I'd been carrying around with me. And after channeling this light language, everything just felt soft and calm, and it just wasn't there anymore, which was just amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've got to say as well, I've done it in front of George. He's autistic, non-verbal, and he vocalizes back to me like he understands me, and it's just incredible. But it doesn't make him go to sleep. I was hoping it might send him to sleep on a night. So it doesn't work that kind of magic, but he's become more vocal with his own little words and phrases. So yeah, there's magic in it for sure.
Amazing. So let's explain what light language is. I mean, I'm not an expert. This is brand new to
Yeah.
me. But from what I understand, it is a multidimensional language. It's a frequency, it's the energy that comes through you. We can use it to set intentions for healing for ourselves and others, removing blocks, activating DNA. That is a huge one that seems to be coming to me a lot because I think this is what one of the things that we're here to do, to spread the light language so that more and more people are getting these light codes and
Right.
be able, yeah. What's your understanding of
So
it?
my understanding is it is the language of the soul. It's multidimensional. There's different dialects, there's different languages. You can channel it from different places. And you have to have, your vibration needs to be a match. So your vibration needs to be a match to the vibration that's coming through. So the higher your vibration, I'm guessing the more availability, the more access you have. Now, when this is coming through your body, you bring in a frequency through your body. And the spoken word, we call it spelling, don't we? We cast spells with our words. So you imagine, not only is this energy, I felt it, traveling through your body, bringing that frequency into your body, but then you're putting it out into the universe, and the people around you, it is impacting them. So me being around Laura, it didn't happen straight away, but I absolutely 100% know that that activated something in me to put me in alignment to receive the frequencies that I'm able to carry. These frequencies do contain light codes, and when we pass them on to people who are ready to receive, it activates their gifts. It might be their light language, it could be their gifts, it could be their clairs open up, it could be the third eye, it could be the crown, the heart, it could be whatever they're ready for. So I now use it in my distance healing. It channels through me, it comes out, and I embed those codes in the energy of my clients. Sometimes I don't know what gifts it's going to bring. I just know it's healing, it's there for a reason, and that's what I've been guided to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's one of the questions I keep getting asked is, what do you know what you're saying? The thing is, the human language, we are limited to so many words, right? But because this is such high frequency and there's so much intention behind the noises that are coming out, and it's not just noises, my hands are going as well. It's shapes, so you move in your body. Do you move when you,
yes,
yeah, it's almost like it's just coming through you.
Yeah.
But you touched on a really important point there as well, in that we have to be a frequency match. And I'm going to say this because I think this is so important. And this is one of the things that I keep trying to express to people, that we have to do the healing. We have to let go of the lower vibrational frequencies in our body. And that's not just surface level stuff. You know, Dawn's been on her healing journey as long as I have, and we have not even started to scratch the surface yet. This is work that we need to do in order for us to be able to evolve into who we are, like the multi-dimensional beings that we are. Because I remember when back in December, I was told I had all of these light codes ready to drop in, but I needed to do more healing. And that's why I've been on my own for 7 weeks, to give me that time and space. Are you okay there with?
Yeah, I'm just making sure it's yeah, I can see you.
Not flooding your kitchen, Dawn.
Not at the moment, no.
Yeah, so it's we have to, you know, it's not something that you can just set an intention and receive. You literally have to commit to doing the healing, being on this journey, trusting in the divine, and moving forward with that intention, and then it'll get activated at the exact right time for you.
Absolutely. Your body's got to be at the frequency to be able to hold it. You imagine if you're not at the right frequency, you're not capable of holding it. You need to be able to hold it, process it, and let it out. Yeah.
Now, Dawn and I were on the phone the other day, weren't we? We're having a phone conversation, and I just said to you, do you feel like you could activate it now? And you did, and then I did, and we was having a light language conversation, right? Should we try it again now? Do you feel like you can with George with you?
I can try, but distractions don't help because I'm so new to it. But I can certainly try and see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Okay. Hoyasina yakiana sututuzututa da 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 sakiana yakuna yatsasa yakiana na na no 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 kita tuta kita tusa kita tuta kata ta 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 sutituta sa ta 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 na yakatuta ta ta ta. Oh sana yakiana yakuda sa ta ta ya da da yasikituta ta ya isi tutututa da na 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 yakiana na na suna.
Yakiai. Hoy.
Sana yakiana.
Hoy shikana yakataya kutaya. Wai katanga teshka taikoto.
So is George okay?
He's okay. It was distracting me, so it did come through a little bit, but not as flowing as it normally is. There's normally more, but yeah, I did.
What was fascinating last night, Dawn, I was doing a meditation, right? And I was trying to connect to the different star systems out there to see if I can, because sometimes mine's different. It started it sounded aggressive.
Yeah.
And it's changing up. So I thought, can I connect to the different
right. Yeah.
I can channel the different ones. And it was so interesting because I could. It was almost like I set the intention, and I found Andromedan and Orion were really aggressive and harsh. Or they sounded that way.
Yeah.
I found Lyran. And there was another one. Is a Lyran blue Avarian or something? They were really light and beautiful and really nice.
I've heard that before because I've got a guide and I've had her channeled through somebody else, and that's very, very musical, like melodical.
Yeah.
Which is really nice. The one that comes through the most for me is just angry, and I'm assuming either Anunnaki or Andromedan.
Don't.
You know.
Yeah, because that's why I wanted to mention Andromedan, because it sounded a bit, for me, last night, it sounded a bit like you. I'll need to send you this meditation just to see if you can.
I'll try it.
Different ones as well.
Yeah.
Did I tell you what happened with the Anunnaki when I took Natalie beyond the Galactic Veil? Fucking hell. I got told off. Yeah. So we went beyond the Galactic Veil.
Yeah.
We went back to her planet, which was Panache. So she's the queen of Panache. It was really far away. I don't know what star system. I'm not going to even pretend to know what is out there because I don't. But they had to put her in this orb, Dawn, because they couldn't take her in spaceship because it was that far away. So she's the queen of Panache, right? So she got activated light language. And it was just the most incredible noise, really primal and just really deep. And you could just see this massive release that she were having. Absolutely incredible. And then we got greeted with the Anunnaki man, right? An Anunnaki man, I've forgotten what he was called. And Natalie's got no idea of what Anunnaki looked like, even the word Anunnaki, but I just knew so we got back into with this Anunnaki guy, and I asked the question, is this how Natalie knows Serena, through a lifetime with the Anunnaki? And the, you know what they're like, the response was, really, like, you don't know? Like we were really thick.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, hang on a minute, it's hard being here on Earth in the 3D because we don't remember anything. Yeah. You know, like, show us a bit of compassion. So I was asking how Natalie and I know each other. So this Anunnaki guy says to Natalie, oh, she's powerful, but her problem is she doesn't know it. She needs to wake up. I was like, oh, okay. Cheers, Mr. Anunnaki. Let's just put this into perspective because 18 months ago, I had never had any idea about anything spiritual whatsoever. I never even thought the idea of there was anything else other than this physical reality here was complete and never entered my head. Yeah. Right? So I'm saying this to this Anunnaki man, like, my eyes are open. I can see what's going on in the world. I'm connecting spiritually. I'm here doing Beyond the Galactic Veil. What do you mean, open my eyes? He says, I'm in a daydream. And he's doing this to Natalie. She needs to open her eyes. Really aggressive. And I'm like, I felt like I was getting a roasting off the Anunnaki, Dawn.
But they do. They're very. I don't know. I think they come across very aggressive, very blunt, very to the point. Don't explain anything. I've had them come through on some of my healing sessions, and they won't answer any questions. They'll answer it with a question. So when I was new to it all, I'd come across these guides where they'd answer every question with a question and act really annoyed with you. And I've realised now that the majority of those are Anunnaki. They ain't got time to explain it. You're supposed to be at A level, to be in our presence, and you need to figure it out. And it's like, okay, yeah.
Oh, Natalie's just commented, you were getting a roasting, babes. Yeah. But the thing is, why? I mean, we gave him a roasting back, seriously,
Yeah.
because it's not right, is it? You know, and I just think we are all on this path, aren't we? We are all here in absolute divine timing. We fully trust in our guides. I don't think out of the group of us who we are, the amount of trust and surrender we have shown. And it's only been, for us, it's only been a couple of years. I mean, it's been a year, hasn't it, since we started our journey?
Almost a year in March.
Mm. Yeah.
And I look back at everything that's changed and I'm like, oh my goodness me. Because when you do look back, you realise just how far you've come.
Yeah.
How much you've changed, just how much you've changed your perspective, looking through a new lens. And it's pretty mind-blowing, but it's also sometimes like overwhelming. Because I still fall back into doubt every now and again. Every time we level up, the doubt comes back and I'm like, have I not already been through this? Have I not already shown the trust? Why do I need to go through this again? I'm starting to get really like annoyed about it, because we need it. We obviously need it, because to be the very best we can be, we've got to absolutely release everything that's holding us back. And it obviously takes longer. Well, a year ain't that long, is it? So to expect everything to have been cleared within a year is really impatient. And that's the other big lesson. You have to be patient, you have to be resilient, and you have to persevere. Yeah, it's just hard sometimes, isn't it, to keep going, but it's worth it. And the rewards every single time, the rewards at the end of it, it's worth it every single time.
Yeah, 100%. And this is the thing, because this guy, this Anunnaki twat, sorry, Mr. Anunnaki, but seriously, talk to us with a bit of respect, because we're down here doing the fucking work. He's saying that they're waiting for me. So the next few days, Dawn, after this happened, I'm there thinking, what do I need to do? Am I holding things up? Who are waiting for me? Where's the urgency? I mean, to get told off like that from the Anunnaki, you know, you're like, geez, there must be something, you know, that I need to be doing. But I just feel that, you know, like I say, my Akashic records were locked until December. I've literally just opened them. Yeah, I've got no idea about any of this stuff, but the progress that we've made is huge. And it's almost as if there's a group of us, and we've all lived completely human lives. And it's almost as if we've gone, boom, now's the time, because that is a message that comes through a lot. The time is now.
There's a timer, and I've always had that. Now is the time is now. Now is the time is now. And it's like, you just wake up. You're programmed to wake up. There's signs, there's synchronicities, there's things happening around you, and you are programmed to wake up. Most people are now. Some people still aren't. Because you'll wake up and then you'll go back to sleep because you don't do anything with it. You stop practicing what you're being shown, but the majority now are waking up and running with it. This is the way. This is absolutely the way.
And for me, I feel like the thing that I need to do is do more of the speaking light language online. And I might even put this video on my personal profile. And the thing is, as well, part of me thinks, oh, do I dare do that? But do you know what? People are starting to see now what the jabs were all about. They're starting to put two and two together. They're starting to see that, yes, there is a lot of dark in the world, but this is where we need to step up and shine that light and get people to see that we are not just our physical bodies in this lifetime. We are literally a tiny fragment of our soul, which is across however many realms, however many timelines, however many dimensions, and we are all multidimensional beings,
all
right?
Connected as well, consciously connected.
So exciting times.
And I will say, I've not spoken it in front of anybody, and certainly not live, but I've got nothing to prove. Do you know what I mean? And I've just got to that point now. I'm going to use what I've been given, regardless of what other people think, because cleared something for me, and I believe it will clear things for other people. I use it in my healings now. And I know, I feel it, and I know that's coming from somewhere. I think the first I'm like, is that just me? But you feel it, you just
Yeah.
feel it coming up. And I was imagining it in my throat, and it wasn't, it was my stomach. So I wasn't even expecting it. And that's when I knew that isn't me, that's coming from somewhere.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
like a surge, isn't it? It just comes up and you can't stop it.
yeah. And I think with me, I need to practice it, because I have to really breathe into it to bring it, unless I'm on my own and just in flow, and then it just comes. But in front of people, I have to really breathe into it. I don't know if I force it. Maybe I feel like I force it because I just feel under pressure. I just need to let that pressure go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But
it takes.
I was in the car the other day and there was a song on and it was a beautiful song. And I just started just light language was just coming out and my hands were just going. And I was like, oh, maybe I need to spread some light codes here. Maybe there's some frequencies that need to come out. And then this morning I set some intentions for meditation. 2 or 3 intentions. I was like, this is what I want, that's what I want, and I want this to change, I want this to heal. And I just let the light language do. And I must have been talking it for 10 minutes and my body's all over. And I'm thinking, geez, my ab muscles, I don't need to go to any gym anymore because the energy going through my body when it's coming out is just immense.
Yeah, it's that movement, that energy. And
Yeah.
Like some of mine when I'm healing, like channeling healing, I'm like chanting and like really like I'm doing a chant, like I'm cheerleading or something like that. I'm like, what on earth am I doing here? But that's what's coming through, and that's what I'm just allowing it just to come through. I don't know what my husband would do if he walked in. He'd probably walk straight back out, because yeah, he loves what I do, and he's seen that what I do works. He doesn't understand it, so therefore it's a grey area, and he's very black and white. He can't explain the grey, so he accepts it, but he'll give me that look of, I don't know if it's fear or what it is, but
this is the thing, Dawn, right? The more we do this, because it's activating our DNA every time we speak light language, dormant DNA is getting activated. We're going to be turning into fucking aliens. Do you know what I mean? Like, I already don't feel like I can. I went to the shops the other day and I'm walking through the shops, Dawn, honestly, and I'm looking around thinking, oh my gosh, there's people. And I'm looking thinking, I don't belong here anymore. I don't know where my consciousness is,
yeah,
but it is not here in this existence here.
Everything has changed. But I have my guide's just come through, and I am going to do it. He's saying, do it to Colin tonight.
Do it. Do it. I don't know what.
I'll tell you if I'm getting divorced tomorrow.
Well, Dawn, my family are going to come back here when I see them in the next couple of weeks. And I don't know how I'm going to be like. If you hear some random noises coming from your mum's mouth, just ignore it. She's just turning into her multidimensional self.
I love it. I do. And we have to laugh. We can't take ourselves too seriously. And they always say that, don't they? Don't take everything so serious. Just go with the flow.
It's just mad.
Yeah, it is.
And we're talking like this. And I think, am I going to be taken off to a lunatic asylum or something?
Oh, I've had that thought many times, and I think I've had that all my life. So when I look at the person who I used to be, I would love for this version of me to go back and meet that version of me just to see her face. Like, oh my God. Honestly, it's like we are aware of how we've changed. I am aware of it, but I embrace it and I love it. And this is my reality. I'm not hurting anybody, and my reality is much better than it used to be. Everything in my reality is much better than it used to be. The way I react to things is much better than it used to be. So why would I not want that? Yeah. Who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want the reality? Create your own reality, deal with the reality, react differently without losing your cool, and know that you're safe, you're protected, you're loved, and you're okay. Who wouldn't want that?
I know. And I see when the odd occasion that I do go on Facebook and you see people just totally in this place, and they can see people dying, they can see people getting the strokes and the blood clots, and they're in this place of fear. And I just want to go like, just see what's happening. But I just feel like I'm not that person to deliver that reality to them and to deliver that news. But all I'm here to do is just shine the light, let my frequency emanate. And hopefully, the truth will come to them at some point and they'll feel what's right. for them. That's all I can do.
That off the cooker. Taking my cooker apart. I can see him, but I did not realise he was taking my cooker apart.
Right, Dawn, I'm going to let you go, sweetheart. Bless you. Thank you so much for doing this. If anybody watching this is intrigued about light language, they feel like they might be ready to have an activation of light language, or they want to receive healing from Dawn or myself with light language, I'll tag Dawn's page here, because we've got Union of Light as well, Dawn, that we need to get up and running.
We do, absolutely we do. I'm going to get on that after these holidays and let everybody know about it.
Yeah, because that's going to be a directory of amazing healers, heart-centered healers who are here to work for the goodness of humanity, right? Not ego-centered, not service to self. They are literal heart-centered healers.
Yeah,
you're ready to do the work that we need to do, is clearing out some of this low vibrational stuff. If you want a session of going beyond the galactic veil with me, you'll find the link somewhere on this post or on my website, laurag-energy.com. So I think that's it, isn't it?
That is it. Thank you. Sorry for the distractions.
No.
It's fun and games.
You're amazing, Dawn. I love you so much.
I love you too.
Keep doing the light language, because the more you do it, the more it's
I will, definitely. I've got a bit of a cold at the moment. I'm going to see if I can clear it. Yeah, see what happens, and I'll let you know.
Set intentions, and it just does it, because all these frequencies and vibrations, it's like magic.
Yeah, because I've got a bit of a sore throat. I don't know if that's because I've been doing that, or whether I've just got a sore throat and I need to do more of that. So I'm gonna.
I get it with the light language.
My throat. Really throaty, yeah, it's really, and in my ears. So it's like something's changing there. Yeah.
All right, I'll let you go, darling. I love you.
See you soon.
Bye. Bye.